Hey guys,
What is
Joey
up?
here. That's Carlos.
Hi.
That is so loud. We're here to talk about our top 5 favorite Batman animated movies. So our top 5 favorite is pretty much the same,
Except for our number 5.
except for our number 5, and I think that's because I still haven't seen your number 5 yet.
That is true.
So we're gonna start with our countdown. What is your number 5?
My number 5 is actually The Son of Batman. Now the reason why I chose this is because it was really drawn out, really well. The story was good, but not great. I read the graphic novel of it, and I liked that one better. And my only gripe with it is the Deathstroke character. They changed him a lot, and I didn't like it. But other than that, it was great. The origin of Robin was done pretty damn well, and they introduced a lot of different characters into it. And that's my thing.
My number 5 pick has to be Batman Gotham Knight. I haven't seen Son of Batman yet, so I can't really comment on it. But Gotham Knight is something I really wanted to see for a while. Kevin Conroy played the Batman, and all those little... If you haven't seen it, it's sort of like the Animatrix. They took a whole bunch of different artists and directors and writers, and they put it all in one little DVD set. And it's really interesting, all the different art styles and little stories they chose to tell. And I really love that stuff, seeing the experimental kind of stuff. People that normally wouldn't touch Batman or be involved with Batman, showing their strengths in that sort of format, using all the voice actors we've known and loved for years. So
Yeah.
that was really cool for me.
I mean, if Kevin Conroy's in it, you know it's going to be good. He is the true Batman.
Fact. So our number 4 pick is Dark Knight Returns Part 2.
Part 1 was good, but Part 2 is where the meat and the action are in.
Joker starts getting involved.
Yeah, it's based off the comic book of the same name, made by Frank Miller. Frank Miller. The design style of it was not my favorite, but the story...
It's iconic, though.
Oh my goodness, the story is so good. Alright, for number 3 is another story that was actually based off a comic book. It is Under the Red Hood. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, this is interesting, and then I was just like, oof, this is great.
Just the way they tell the story, it's just...
Yeah.
It grips. If you like Batman, it'll get you immediately, almost.
Pretty
You'll
much.
just be like... You'll know this is going to be a good movie within the first 10 minutes.
Yes.
I think.
There's a lot of characters in it too, so it's very charming and very dark and gritty, so it has best of both worlds, and that's what I love about this movie. So
that's why people love Batman.
yes,
You get perfect Batman story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our number 2 pick for best Batman animated feature films is Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
And yes, we do consider Batman Beyond or Batman of the Future to be Batman.
He is Batman. If you say he's not, then leave.
Yes,
Just leave.
just don't bother communicating with us.
So this
Back.
takes place years and years after the animated series, and Joker's been dead for a while.
I believe 30 or 40 some odd years.
And Terry McGinnis, who is Batman,
Mm-hmm.
voiced by Will Friedle, who is Eric Matthews on Boy Meets World.
Also good show, but I've never seen it, so don't kill me.
So our number 1 pick for our favorite Batman animated feature film is Mask of the Phantasm. A lot of Batman fans probably knew this one was coming because it's pretty much everybody's favorite.
Okay. Not only is this our favorite, it is also the first ever animated Batman movie to hit the theaters, and it is...
It's the first one I ever saw.
It was the first one I ever saw. I actually have it on VHS still.
So do I.
It is great. I recommend finding it. It was pretty much what made, like, Batman...
They created Batman fans, really deep, passionate Batman fans, because you got to see fully fledged what a set of Batman writers can do, especially in the 90s.
Yes.
The animated series was pretty huge, but you got to see what these guys can really do and what kind of story they can really make, or really in depth. It was for kids, but it was also accessible to adults. It was kind of dark for a kid. I watched it
was very dark.
We were like 5, maybe.
Did you not like? There was. I think it was one of the first movies that I was actually introduced to death in like characters. And not just like in a regular way. These were like fucked up.
Yeah,
like,
they were violent.
And if you want to know who else is the villain in there, It is the one and only the Joker.
And the way they use the Joker in that movie is really iconic too. I have dreams about the way they use Joker. I have dreams of the scenery and the sets, and that weird carnival, the carnival ride where they go through the museum thing.
The future-esque. Yeah. It was like that, you know, that old 50s thing where everything's gonna be the wave of the future, where like we're gonna have like flying cars, stoves that cook our own foods without us even like doing anything to it beforehand. All those things.
Yeah, those scenes in my mind they just stick out when I think of Mask of the Phantasm.
Yes, and I really do hope that she comes back into the mainstream because she was such a great character.
We're totally spoiling it for anybody.
It was so good, and come on, the movie's been out since like 90 something. It's
hopefully, if you're a Batman fan and if you're watching this right now, you've seen Mask of Phantasm already. If you haven't, then get on that immediately.
If the one thing saddens me is that people only know Batman for the Christopher Nolan movies, which they're not my favorite. They're good and all, but if you really want to go into the real thick of it, watch the cartoons first.
Yeah, I don't think any of those movies do Batman real justice. Alright guys, that was our top 5 favorite animated Batman movies. This is Joey Pedras.
And I'm Carlos.
Bye.